Alright, we'll see if this works audio-wise. So this is my first time doing a recording on Tabletop Simulator, and it is late at night, and I've just been trying for 36 hours straight, so I'm not in the best mental shape, so we'll see how this turn goes off. So it is the Japanese turn of Operation Hats in the Global War 1936 version 4.1 first annual tournament, and it is me, Trig, and it's the Japanese turn. I think I already said that. So, our buy for today is going to be 2 Marines for 8, 2 Militia upgrades for 4, and Artillery for 4. That's a total of 16. We will be saving nothing. No factory upgrade yet. In terms of combat moves, we don't have any. But we do have quite a lot of non-combat. So, just starting with Japan, we're going to take 1 infantry. Sticking on that transport. We're going to take motorized, sticking on another transport. We're going to take this infantry here in Kyushu. Goes on a transport. We're going to take this infantry here in Tokyo, and it's going to go on this transport. And these all are going to go get dropped off in Rihi. Forgive the slow nature of this. I want to make sure I'm being deliberate here and don't make any mistakes. Alright, so that is everything in the Japanese mainland. The 2 tactical bombers from Tokyo are going to fly to Korea. That's going to be represented by this task force marker 18 over here. Once I take those units off it, so I'm going to stick them over there. We're going to take that fighter over there again. 1, 2, 3 for all of them. Actually, scratch that. Those 2 tactical bombers are going to come back. I'm going to put the fighter down on Korea for a second here. Not the carrier. Alright. This fighter from the light carrier is going to go land in Korea. This fighter from the fleet carrier is going to land in Korea when it listens to me. And then these tactical bombers are going to come land on the carriers. And then these carriers are going to do some fleet movement in a sec down to sea zone P32. Alright, so that's all those planes. Up here in Manchuria, we're going to rail this mountain brigade down to Rihi. We're going to walk these 2 infantry, like the chip with that, over to Rihi. We're going to walk the cavalry over to Rihi, or ride I guess since it's cavalry. Take the infantry from Korea to Rihi. That is all my units that can move land-wise. Alright, now naval-wise, I'm going to go ahead and pull a fleet marker down here and scale it up a ton. Probably needs to be a bit bigger. Alright, so that most of the Japanese fleet is going to come dock over here in sea zone, was that P32 off Formosa on the north end. So we're going to keep the destroyer. That was actually, that destroyer is going to do some other things in this transport. Alright, so from P14 in the Yellow Sea, we're going to bring down a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. From P15 in the Sea of Japan, we're going to bring down a torpedo boat destroyer, 1 light carrier with a tactical bomber, 1 fleet carrier with 2 tactical bombers on it, 1 heavy cruiser, 1 light cruiser, and 1 battle cruiser. We'll clean this up later. 2 battleships. From P16 off Tokyo, we're going to bring another heavy cruiser and another torpedo boat destroyer. From P46 off the Caroline Islands, we're going to bring 1 heavy cruiser. Stay on there. Alright. From Formosa, 1 fighter to Korea. Should be 4 fighters in Korea now. Alright. Now for, oh, I forgot to move transports here. Should be 3 transports in the Yellow Sea that moved units. We're going to bring both the other, actually, no, I'm going to bring both. We're going to take the transport from off Formosa in P32. It's going to move to the sea zone off Okinawa, which is P33? 33. the destroyer, all the Japanese destroyers, so the one from P32 and the 2 in P15 already, are going to hang out in P15. And then all the other transports will be in P14. So 3 from P15, 1 from P16 are all going to P14 off Okinawa. 2 submarines are going to go 1, 2, 3 to P50 in the South China Sea. 1 coastal submarine from P16 is going to go 1 to P15. 1 from P14 is going to go 1 to P32. Alright, sorry there. My sister needed something. So, where was I? Coastal subs, destroyers, transports. Submarine from Carolines is going to go 1, 2, 3 across to one of the other ones of the South China Sea. Alright. I believe that is all of my non-combat moves. So, to quickly recap, 4 transports in P14, 1 transport in P33 off Okinawa, 3 destroyers and a coastal sub in P15, 3 submarines down in P50, and then everything else fleet-wise, with no transports and destroyers, in P32. Alright. Yeah, that should be everything. Sorry there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and place units, and then we'll do the dice rolls. So, we're going to place our 2 marines in Kyushu. We're going to place one of our militia upgrades in Okinawa. The other infantry upgrade, well, the militia upgrade to an infantry, it's a bit of a confusing terminology, is going to be the one from Formosa. Both those, the upgrade we produce in Japan and come through the seasons and in through the ports. Alright, and then our artillery is going to be built in Rihi. It's going to go in the pile there. Alright, so next, checking my notes off to the side here, I've got a recruitment roll in Siam. 1 dice at 1, we're going to go ahead and roll that. And that is a 1. 1. Alright, so I'm going to take an infantry. Let me quickly copy one off the warlords. Good to see that. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do some tech rolls then. See if I can be as lucky as the Soviets. Alright, so we're going to go for improved construction. Use this white dice. I'm going to roll that. That is a 3. That is decidedly not as lucky as the Soviets. So, we're going to wait and do that one again next turn then. We have 16 IPP. We saved 0. And collected those 16. We're going to get 3 from American oil trade. Thank you, US. See, we haven't done anything to annoy you. And be with 19 at the end of the turn. To quickly recap for my opponents what's in Rihi for anyone following along on a physical board. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized, 1 artillery, 1 mounted infantry, and a militia. And then we have 1 militia in Manchuria, 1 in Eastern Manchuria, 1 in Northern Manchuria, and then all over the Japanese islands, infantry in Okinawa, infantry in Formosa, 2 marines in Kyushu. That will be all for this turn. Alright, thank you, and good luck to Davik, who I believe is playing the Commonwealth.